Okay, so I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm a 16-year-old guy who has done a lot of things, but now I just want to document everything at one place and just want to have some suggestions on what I can do and what are the things that I've done wrong, and you guys can learn from that. And what are the mistakes that I have made, which could be better. Like I mean, I could have done better in that situations. So, uh, basically, I would like to talk about me specifically in this video, like what I have done, what I feel, what I do, everything about me that somebody needs to know, and that will actually help me in ways that I can't think of. So I'm gonna start from the point where, so all of these things started when I was in sixth grade. I was in sixth grade. I was studying well. I was a good student. Back then, I was studying for a competitive exam here in India. It's Sainik school exam, basically an exam to get into army. Uh, at a very young age, when you're in just sixth grade, you must be around like 9-10 years old. Uh, After that, I got introduced to programming at first when I was in sixth grade. I was 9, 10, 11 year old, I guess, and the way I got introduced to programming was very unique. Like, my sister got admitted to engineering college in Delhi. We used to live in Bihar at the time. Like, still I do live in Bihar, but like soon I'm moving out to Delhi. So she went to study engineering to Delhi, but after 2 years of joining college, because at the time Corona and lockdown hit, so she was at the home studying for the college. But as she was studying, I used to sit beside her and see what she does all the day. And she used to do programming. She used to learn Java at the time, so I learned Java from there. And slowly what happened was that I had a 4 GB RAM and Intel Pentium processor, kind of very weak PC. In that, she used to learn a lot of things. But the thing is, I got very attracted to programming. I was like, bro, we can build fucking shit ton of apps with this. And like, it was just so fascinating. It was like a new world for me at that time. Like, I was in sixth grade, so I was like, bro, I could just fucking build my own game with this one. I was like, okay. And like later on, she got her own laptop, but the old PC, just got handed over to me anyhow, because like I was so deep into programming. Like, I was doing programming more than her in her first second year. So okay, so at that time I used to like do 6-8 hours of programming all day, like fucking all into it. So sixth, seventh grade went into all that. Later on, I learned Python automation. Very much modules in that, and also I learned about machine learning at that time. Like, I was in seventh grade, and I used to learn about machine learning, TensorFlow modules and all. And after that, what happened was, from there I think I have developed the habit of just going all into something and actually achieving something out of it. And you will get to know about all of things. Why am I saying this? Because eventually, when story goes on, you will get to know. So the thing is, when I learned Java, after that I somehow got distracted. Like, I was a kid actually, so I somehow got distracted into all this YouTube creator shit. So I used to post content about programming and all. So I got a few hundred subscribers from there. I got a few 20-30K views from there. And after that, what happened was the lockdown ended, and I had pretty much good skills in programming. I made my account on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and all. But I didn't post anything much except on YouTube. So I read books. I tried to engrave a lot of good habits into me. But what happened was the only problem that I had was my academics were going so damn down that I was not able to handle. But in, like, still I was at the top. Like, I was in the toppers kind of thing, toppers group. I was in that. I was also a backbencher, but I was also a topper. So I was like that street smart kid Joe who can do everything at the same time. So I was that kid. Like, I was that kid. Okay, so I was managing my studies, business. a lot of other things like reading books, journaling, working on my mindset and everything. So I did that for like till I was in 8th grade, 8th, 9th grade. So in the past 3 years, like when I was in 7th grade, the last exam unit test of 7th grade ended. I fully got into web development. I fully got into web development. Side by side, I was learning video editing because I was like this. This is like a very keynote to take here. Like when you do YouTube, right? You develop a lot of skill sets that are necessary for you to grow as a person. Like as a person, not personal life, but in your professional life. Like you get to learn about how to actually hook people till the end and how to articulate things. Another thing is how you make videos, how you edit them, how you make the thumbnails, how you post them, how you make the text, captions and all, everything. You get to learn about a lot of things except YouTube. Oh, where I was, fuck, I forgot. So I learned about YouTube, and later on I was in 7th grade, and that time I learned web development. I was doing YouTube, I was doing editing. So these are the three four things that I was doing, and I was doing all this from my old computer that had 4 GB RAM and Intel Pentium core processor, and I was doing Adobe Premiere Pro kind of editing on that. So later on, what happened was I did the web development for like 1.5 year. I mastered it. I like mastered Mon Stack. You can just check out my GitHub. I will link it in the description. Okay, so with time, I was actually developing skills that were necessary for me to present myself in front of this world. Side by side, I was very much proficient in hard skills also, like video editing, web development, coding, uh, sales and all. Okay, so sales background ka I will tell you later on what has happened. But for now, let's just stick to two things: web development and editing. So web development I did for like 1.5 years since I was in 8th grade. And after that, what happened was I used to post a lot of content on Instagram about web development. I used to post content on YouTube before about coding, etc. Whatever I used to learn, I used to post that on YouTube. I got some attraction from there. I got some attraction from Instagram later on when I posted about web development. And later on, when I posted about my journey or whatever I do on Instagram on a different web development profile, I got some video editing clients from there. And I'm very glad that I got some clients from there, because that just changed the way I look at money, and that just changed the way I look at people and the work and the jobs. Because before the time I was a web development guy posting content on Instagram, I was zero at money. I was zero financially. I had zero thinking about money. I had zero thinking about and perspective about money. But as soon as I got that first fucking client, I was totally blown up, bro. I was like, bro, itna paisa, how the fuck people are making so much money with this? And like I was just another kid from India who got introduced to these things. Okay, and I didn't knew about freelancing before this time. So with time, my editing skills got better. Uh, but the thing is, ki when I got some clients for video editing from my web development profile, I stopped posting content on web development on my profile, because I was just so busy into the work of my client's work. Because listen up, the thing is ki I didn't have a good PC, so I had 4 GB RAM, Pentium core processor. What could you expect from me, bro? What could you expect from a 14-year-old to do from that? I did freelancing for like 2 3 months, and after that, I had enough money accumulated so that I could just buy a good PC to actually edit on and make videos on. So I did that, and later on, like my financial graph was like this. For the first fucking 4 years, I was zero, 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 zero. For the 4 years, I was zero, and when I got in the fifth year, the January time, that spiked up like this, and later on, it went for a bit like this, and it spiked up like this. I have spent so much time investing in myself, in my skills, and the things that actually matter for me. I invested that time, everything. But later on, what happened? let me tell you. After I got one client from Instagram, I did so much of good work for him that he offered me a business proposal that he actually wants to partner up with me in his business, which is a video production agency. So before that time, I knew what video production agencies. I used to see a lot of people doing it, but actually I had no idea about how to actually do it, how to execute things in a business, and at that time, like I had no money to invest into buying books or actually working, because when you have no money, bro, you don't think about spending it. Okay, just be honest with me, you don't think about spending it. But as soon as I got some money, the client itself told me, bro, you should read some book, you should do all this, he guided me a lot into this, bro. I thank him a lot for now. What happened was we did a collaboration and we started a new firm called as Jace Media. But even in this period, like when I was working with my client, the one client that hit me up on Instagram, so I worked with Y Saksham in his agency before starting out our own firm, Jace Media, like 1.5 month. And after I dropped him, I worked in Ishan Sharma in his agency. I will also link his YouTube here. I worked for a few of his clients, and after that, I got some offer from different agency owners also to work as a video editor for them, but I had to reject some of them because of course I had my own thing going on side by side. Okay, so later on, so when I started out my own firm with him, everything is going fine. I started to hit gym regularly. I have been going to the gym for like 8 months now, and my bicep is already a little bigger than most of the 16-year-old, bro. So the thing is that when I was actually working with him, my board exam got closer. Like it's actually December when I'm recording this. So it's 15th of December today, and I turned 16 on 15th of October this year. So I made a promise to myself this year that okay, fuck, this year is the last year that I'm being a broke person. And what I mean by broke person is not like as in terms of money. I know I will make a lot of shit ton of money in future. Like I'm just so confident about it. In terms of growing as a person, like if I talk about my family right now, they used to support me a lot until unless it was not affecting my academics. Like okay, this is going a little too far, but like still it is affecting my academics now, and now they are worried. But now I believe in myself. I have 100% belief that I'll be able to manage all of the things at once, and you know I'll be able to hold up the academics. I'll be able to hold up my business. I'll be able to hold up my personal fitness. I'll be able to journal everything. I'll be able to create content. If I am able to give my 110% in everything that I do, then why my family thinks that okay, fuck, that he's not capable of that? Because they have a perception in mind that okay, fuck, this person is actually not capable of doing things that he's talking about, because they have never actually seen me representing myself in front of them. I might be a hero for the world, but I'm still a baby for my family. Bro, I was like at the fucking peak of my career right now. I don't know about the career, but like this is not my peak actually. So this is just the start, but like still it was like a J curve for me, and I just fucking stopped that J curve. Let me tell you what happened after that. I have to leave Jace Media just to focus upon my fucking boards. And when I did focus on my fucking boards, okay, uh, of course, bro. Like if I'm constantly doing preparation for boards, and like if a sudden exam comes in between, uh, what do you expect me to do? Of course, I will have to cover up the whole syllabus in one night, bro. Of course, I did the same. I got pretty good percentage marks there, but still, my family was like, "Okay, fuck, you're not doing enough." But bro, I am giving my 110% into getting good percentage in boards. What are you talking about? Let's put this board thing aside. I want to talk about me and myself and my business. When everything went good with Jace Media, I had to leave it. After Jace Media ended, I thought ki I should do something of my own. So I started a new agency, Flux Forge Media. That's another agency that I own. So basically, I have two agencies at the moment. Like I had to leave JC Media, but not I've not left it for permanent basis. Like I took a pause from the agency. So the agency is still alive, but like it is not growing or doing anything because I'm just out of it. In the process of becoming the person I am today, I'm hitting gym consistently. I'm working on my mindset. I read a lot of books. I have done a lot of business. I've talked to a lot of shit people. I've talked to a lot of great people in the business. I've talked to a fucking ton of people, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm just documenting this just for myself. I might post this on YouTube, but it doesn't matter. So the main purpose of this video was just to document the things that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to lighten up my mind, and that thing has happened, I guess. So it's a win for me. And if somebody just wants to connect up with me on Instagram or whatever, I'll just link everything down below, and you'll be able to see my journey from now on here on this channel only. And also, if somebody just wants to if somebody just wants to you know to take some gym advice, bro, definitely. Okay, this was enough for today. Like I have that indefinite aura. I don't know, man. How do I have that? But like still, fuck, let's go.